it's Pressley. Welcome back to Cool Conversations podcast. Today, I'm joined by one of my favorite people, Abby James.
Yes!
Guys, I am so happy that you are finally on the podcast. We have known each other for, we were just talking about this, 5 years now.
Yeah.
Which is insane. We met when I was 13 and you were probably
14?
14? We
Yeah.
met in Nashville, and it's like,
It's actually
funniest
a very
story.
funny story. My sister was at a dance competition or convention, and Pressley was there, and she told me Pressley was there, and we were big fans. And we had this little company, t-shirt company.
So cute.
And we really wanted to give Pressley a t-shirt. So I grabbed one from my house, and I made my mom pick me up and take me to the convention. And then we literally, stalked her down and found her eating dinner. And
honestly though, when I met you guys, I was like, these are the sweetest girls ever. Her sister is one of the most adorable people. I love her so much. And I feel like when we met, I was like, I really like them. And I remember I followed you guys on Instagram, and I was like, they're so fun. And then we didn't see each other for a while, and then we reconnected in LA or something.
Yeah, I don't even know. Oh yeah, it probably was in LA. But we were, I was so excited when Pressley started following me on Instagram after that, and somehow met up in LA again, and
here we are
at the Malibu Pier.
Oh my gosh, yes. It was because we had met before COVID, and then I think it must have been before.
It was, yeah.
And then once everything was open again, you came to LA, and we got breakfast with our parents.
Yes.
It was so fun. And then I was just instantly knew I liked her.
And now we're friends.
And now we're friends. And now you go to school here, so she lives here.
I do.
You can tell. I'm talking
about you. I go to Loyola Marymount University.
So cool. It's
yes,
so awesome.
So fun.
So happy that you're here now. And
yes.
I mean, we didn't even get to get into what you do. Do you want to tell everyone a little bit about you?
Sure. So yes, I go to Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles, and I'm studying film production here.
Amazing.
So that's really fun. I'm learning about directing, producing, cinematography, everything, which is really great. And I'm an actress.
Yep.
My most recent project was Monster Summer.
So good.
Which was in theaters, but now it is on streaming platforms.
Oh my gosh, so exciting.
Such as Apple TV, Prime Video. You can look it up.
It's so good, guys. I love it. So good. She did such a good job. And yeah, it's amazing. She's amazing. She's done so many awesome things. You did Secret Headquarters, right? Which was pretty cool. And a bunch of other stuff. She's amazing. And I'm so happy that you're here.
I'm so happy I'm here.
And you're also, I have so much respect for you because you do so many things just in your everyday life. And now you're in college on top of it. And I think that that's something that's super cool, is that how you balance everything. So what is your trick to balancing it all?
Oh my gosh. Well, it's definitely hard to balance school on top of acting and social media. I don't do nearly as much as Pressley, but I'm trying to get there. And I think I've learned a lot over the years. Starting in middle school, I booked my first acting job while I was in school.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to not go to actual real school because I loved my school. And my school was so good at working with me, and my teachers were really good at working with me, so I couldn't have done it without that. But I really had to stay on top of my work, on top of acting and being on set and just communicating with my teachers. And I did that throughout high school as well. So it was definitely a challenge, but really fun. And now being in college, it's a whole other challenge because I don't have as much of a set schedule with school. I have my classes, but then I really have to figure out my timing of when I'm going to get my schoolwork done, when I'm going to work on social media, when I'm going to do my auditions.
It's a lot.
I'm doing auditions in the study room in my dorm.
That's
and
great.
It's crazy. But it's been really good.
Yeah, and that's so awesome. Honestly, I commend you so much for that, because a lot of times when people get into the entertainment industry, they go homeschool, which I can say because that's literally what I did. In 6th grade, once I started, once I did Dance Moms, I switched to online school.
Yeah.
But the fact that you kept going throughout all of middle school, elementary, middle school and high school, and now college, it's very, very impressive. So that's really cool.
Thank you.
But I know with that, it comes a lot of pressure, and it's really hard to maintain your goals and stuff like that. So what do you do to not feel the pressure of everything and kind of also enjoy your life, you know, because
Yeah.
you're in college. It's like a time to like enjoy like everything going on, just like normal life. So like, what do you do to like, you know, keep it
Yeah.
together?
Well, I think that's another thing, especially being in Los Angeles. Like, I want to take advantage of
Yeah.
the opportunities that I have being here, like
Mhm.
going to your game night that one night. I forget what night it was, but it was so fun. And just different events that I'm
Yeah.
invited to on top of school. It's really important that I actually go to those because they're really fun and exciting, and it's a part of the reason that I wanted to be in Los Angeles for
Exactly.
school.
Yeah.
So I think I just try to not say no and realize that I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to get my work done. I did it throughout high school. I can do it in college. And yeah, it's important to have a break from school and classes and actually doing the work. So I just realized that I can get it done, and a lot of time management skills, I think, help.
That's something that's so important, and I feel like a lot of people struggle. I struggle with time management a lot. It's something that is so hard, but like especially when you have so many things on your plate. But I feel like that's with anything. You really have to like give yourself a break sometimes, and like know that it's okay to like do other things outside of just school or like work, and like you're allowed to have fun like while you're doing all these things. Like, you know, you're only this age once, like might as well just like
you have to have fun. And you have to take breaks. That was something I've been realizing being in college is everywhere on campus, even my dorm, I associate it with schoolwork.
Right.
And so I have to give myself like specific things that I go to do to step away from my schoolwork.
That's nice. I feel like creating like a schedule, or like not even a schedule, but like a routine is also very helpful. Like, you know that like, oh, well, I'm going to go here and I'm going to do this. And like when I come back to my dorm after class, like I'll do school or like whatever. Like, I don't know, because I don't do that, but I feel like that's what you do. And you seem very like organized and responsible. And like, it's very, very impressive. So
thank you.
Applause to you on that. But do you like, with all the stress of just like everyday life, do you have a lot of academic stress when it comes to like classes and stuff, because you are like studying like, and like there's just so much that goes into it, you know?
Yes, I definitely think I have some academic stress, and it goes in waves. I think especially at the beginning of college when I was just getting used to LMU and the way the classes run, working with my teachers, knowing how they kind of give out work and grade stuff. Like, it was very stressful. Especially figuring out even where to find my assignments. I'm like, why is this so stressful? But it really did stress me out at the beginning of the year. And I've slowly figured out, like, where to find all my assignments, how my teachers grade things. I've gotten good communication with my teachers now. And, yeah, I've just realized that I can control what I can control. And I just try to work as hard as I can and get my work in and have it be my best work. But also sometimes you just have to figure it out and get it done.
Yeah, that's so true. And like, I think that's also something that's very important, is like you can't control everything.
No.
And I feel like that goes with everyday life, especially like, you know, being in school. But like you can't control everything. And I think that that's where a lot of people struggle and like fall into like sticky situations, is like when you're trying to control things that you literally have no control of.
Right.
So I think that that's something that's super important, is just like, just do your best in like what you're doing, and then like you'll figure it out.
Yeah, if you're not getting an email back from a teacher about a question about an assignment that you have due that night and they still haven't responded, you just need to turn it in. Like, I've had to do that a couple times.
Honestly, just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you know? Okay, now that this is your freshman year and you just have so many things going on, do you feel like there are high expectations from people like around you that you have to meet? Like, I don't know if it's your parents or your friends or just like other people like in your life. Do you feel like they've set high expectations for you? Because I know a lot of people struggle with expectations and like struggling to meet them, or feeling like they're not like good enough to meet them. So like, does that happen to you? Or
well, I think honestly I've been really lucky. My parents don't have super like, they're not,
her parents are the best. I love her parents.
They don't put a lot of pressure on me.
They're so nice.
With schoolwork, but a lot of that is because I have like shown them that I do care about it. And I think honestly I'm the biggest amount of pressure on myself about getting good grades, and I get really freaked out if I'm like not getting good grades because I feel like it makes it seem like I'm not trying hard or trying to do my best when I really am. And it can get really discouraging if you're doing everything you possibly can and still aren't getting the results that you are hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
So I honestly think I'm my biggest critic in regards to academics and everything in life. But so I've had to just give myself some grace, and I'll talk to my parents about it, and they're like, "You're doing fine. Like, just calm down. You've got it." So
that's so nice. I feel like being like surrounded with people that support you and are like there for, like have like a good shoulder to like lean on is like so great. And I feel like you're very lucky with that, and a lot of people don't have that. So that's great, honestly. And but like, if I'm sure that some of your friends maybe are the opposite, so like what's some like advice that you would have to people that are struggling with like meeting expectations or feeling like they need to meet those expectations?
I do think that there are a lot of people who have a lot of pressure from parents, teachers, literally anyone in their life. And I think it's important to just try your best and also seek out help if you really need it.
Yeah.
It's important to go to your teachers, especially in college. Like, it's up to you to go reach out to them if you're struggling and you need help on assignments. And a lot of times, at least in my experience, they're very willing to help you. But you just have to communicate with them because they don't know if you're struggling if you're not telling them.
Yeah.
So if you're having trouble meeting expectations and you don't know what to do, go to your teachers and actually do it before you even get to the place where you're struggling so that they know you and they have a relationship with you.
That's very true, because I feel like, nobody knows you're struggling unless you speak up. And I feel like on this podcast, we talk a lot about communication because that's something that is very, very important in everyday life when it comes to relationships, friendships, and like now like with school and stuff. Like, you have to communicate with people to maintain any sort of relationship and also to help yourself. Because if you're not communicating how you're feeling or like what's going on in your life, you're never going to be able to move past the things that you're working through.
Right.
So great advice is to always communicate. Okay. Now, freshman year in college is like obviously a lot going on. Do you feel like your sleeping habits have changed, or like eating habits, or just like your everyday like getting up and like doing different things have changed a lot since you've gone to college versus when you were in high school?
Yes. And in not the way I had expected, actually.
Oh, okay.
So this is interesting. In high school, I went to bed very late. I would stay up on my phone till 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Of course.
Wake up so tired, go to school so tired. Like, it was really hard to focus throughout the school day.
Yeah.
That wasn't me all the time, but a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So in college, I was like, oh my gosh, I have an 8 a.m. How am I going to make it to this? I can't wake up. I cannot wake up. I don't hear my alarm. What am I going to do? Well, it's been fine.
Really?
I have made it to my 8 a.m.s every time. I was late to one.
But like honestly, so impressive.
Yeah, I've had like really good sleeping habits in college, interestingly. I think it's honestly because my roommate, she goes to bed around like 10 p.m.
That's
so it
nice.
really like helps me to actually like go to bed,
Yeah.
not go on my phone and go to sleep. And it has made such an improvement. I'm able to be productive throughout the entire school day, which I'm very happy.
That's
and
so impressive.
hopefully I can keep this habit up of going to bed good. And then eating, it's definitely hard in college to make sure you're eating well. But I will say, having a dining hall like right next to my dorm has really helped me because I can go get breakfast every morning so easily. And I don't like cooking. So at home, it was like I had to cook something.
Yeah.
If I wanted breakfast, I was bad at eating breakfast because of that.
Right.
Because I didn't have time. But at school, I can just pick it up and eat. It's super easy to eat food throughout the day and get all your meals in. And that's really beneficial for staying focused and being able to focus in class, get your schoolwork done. So sleeping and eating is so important for academics and being able to have like an awake body that's ready to go.
But this is what I was saying. Organized and responsible. This is literally, you're just so on top of it. Like, that's so impressive.
Not all the time.
But like, still, like, that's crazy. And like, you were saying about the whole roommate thing. So when you didn't get to pick your roommate, right? It was like,
I actually did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so
that
cool.
was really nice.
That's nice.
Over like through Instagram, I found my roommate,
so fun.
and it's been great.
So you guys like met beforehand, or like
Not
did you meet when
really.
you moved in?
We basically met the night before we moved in.
That's crazy.
The night before I moved in. So,
oh my God,
it's been
so
really fun.
That's so good that you have like a good roommate.
Yes.
Like I feel like that definitely makes a difference.
Oh, 1000%.
Because, you know, you hear stories of people that have like horrible roommates, and it's like I feel like that definitely like affects you as a person, also your whole college experience.
It does. Yeah.
Especially like freshman year is like setting the tone. I feel like for like the next like 4 whatever, however many years you go, and like if you have a good roommate with good habits and like same things as you, it kind of just makes everything easier.
Definitely.
So,
and I've been very lucky, so.
That's so fun. Okay. What are some healthy ways that you handle or like cope with the academic stress? Like what do you do besides like obviously getting like enough sleep, eating well? Like what are other things that you like implement into your life to like help out with your everything?
I think I really have tried, especially this semester. Later on, I actually realized this because I think being in college, I kind of talked about this earlier, but every part of the campus to me is like school. Like all I'm thinking about is my schoolwork when I'm in the dining hall, when I'm in the library, when I'm in my dorm. And so finding something to do on a couple nights of the week that can get me out of academics and get me to like just have my mind completely off of it has been really nice. So I started going to this club at LMU called Delight LMU, which is it's like a girls Bible study group.
That's so
I've
fun.
only went to a couple clubs this year, but it's been really fun.
That's so
and
nice.
it just gets my mind completely off of academics for an hour or two on Tuesday nights. So I think that's really helpful. Also, working out is really good to like walk to the gym with your friend and do a class like ab lab or a hip hop class. Like I took a hip hop class the other day and it was really fun. And so I think just having little things throughout your day that get you away from schoolwork so you have a set amount of time that you're going to go to the library, get your work done, and then you're going to move on, go do something for a little bit, work out, or go to a club, and then you can go back to work or you can just go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. So taking breaks, like we said before, like take the breaks when you need it, and also when you don't think you need it, still like give yourself grace, and like you said, like each week like finding something that you know that like you have to like look forward to, I feel like is also like very helpful. Like even in just everyday life, like even when you're not in school, just like having those like little fun things that you can like look forward to like get you through work or school is like very nice.
And even when you feel like you have no time, like during finals week when you're super stressed, you're going to be so much more productive if you actually take 30 minutes to go work out or go do something that doesn't involve academics. You're going to be a lot more productive than if you just sit staring at your computer for 15 hours or something.
I feel like sometimes you just need to like clear your head and like come back to it, and then it's like, oh, it's even like when you get an audition and you're like getting it and you're like reading it and you're like, you just need to take a step away, and then you go to sleep, wake up the next morning, fresh mind, and it's like, oh, I feel so much better.
You know what to do now.
Yeah.
You got to read it, put it away, think about it. That's always good.
Sleep on it. I feel like everything, like even when I'm making a big decision, I'm like, I need to sleep on it.
Yeah.
It really does help. Like just taking a night to like let it all sink in and then waking up with like a fresh brain.
It helps so much. And one of my friends was talking about she had an essay that she had to write and she had no idea what she was going to do for this topic. Yeah. And then she went to the gym and she got on the treadmill and she realized she had forgotten her headphones. And she was like, oh, this is awful. But she had 30 minutes to literally do nothing but think about what she was going to write about for her essay. And it worked. So sometimes that's good too.
Yeah. Taking like
give yourself some time to think about it.
Oh, going to the gym without headphones though is like
the worst
thing. Like I sometimes like, you know, I can't even go. If I forget them at home, I'm like, it's not gonna work.
I know.
Because like, they like play music in the gym, but it's like, I don't know, like hearing like everyone else like working out is just like, not it for me.
Or hearing my breath.
I can't. I literally cannot. And like, you know, like the gym bros when they're like lifting weights and they're like, ooh,
yeah. I need my headphones on so I can like act like I'm not there.
Like it's not gonna work. But hey, maybe it helps sometimes. A little study hack. Okay, so in school, do you have like any extracurriculars that you do or like hobbies besides like you said like the little Bible studies or like anything else that you like to do for fun?
Well, honestly, that's like kind of been my only thing at school that I've done, which was really helpful because at the beginning of the semester, I didn't have any like kind of other thing I was doing outside of school, actually on campus. But the Bible study has been really nice, and I'm trying to think what else I've done. I'm not sure, but I'm rushing next semester, so
Oh
that'll
my
be
gosh,
really fun.
yeah, that's so
And
exciting.
that'll be something on campus that will be really great.
That's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to like see everything
Yes.
about it. Like I love when people are rushing, like Rush, like TikTok. Like it's like my favorite time of the year. It's like my Super Bowl.
Oh,
Like
I know. Me too.
love it. Like I remember like was it like Alabama Rush? I feel like is like very like popular on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so crazy
I
because
know.
like
It's so fun to watch.
I want to rush. I want to, but just for fun. Like I
You
just
should
think-
just
I'm gonna join you. Like,
Yeah,
one
join
day.
me.
Just like tag along. Why not?
just come along.
That's gonna be so fun. But obviously, you have like acting and everything
Yes.
outside of it. So wait, before this, you lived in Nashville, obviously,
Yes.
and now living in LA. Do you think that that's been like helpful with everything with acting? And do you like? Obviously, I'm sure like you like being out here for that like reason. Like
Yes,
Yeah.
I definitely think it's been so great. It's been exactly like what I wanted from coming out here. I just feel like I've had so many more opportunities to go to events and mostly just like meet people who are doing similar things to me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know like a ton of people in Nashville who had similar goals or career paths. I knew some people, but not a ton.
Yeah.
And here I've had so many opportunities to hang out with you, meet your friends, and go to events and meet other people. And that's been really nice.
Yeah.
And I think being out in LA has been really great for like creativity, especially in film production school. Everyone I'm around is so creative, and
That's awesome.
I'm just inspired every day to continue doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I love being in an environment that encourages that and keeps me on that path
Yeah.
because it's truly what I love, and it's been great.
That's so nice. I love that. And I love that you love what you're studying. I think that that's so fun because, you know, sometimes it's hard and like people are like, they don't really know like what they want to study and then like they change it up. But like, I love that you like love it so much. And that's just so great.
Yes, I love it.
Okay. And probably the most important thing, how do you maintain your mental well-being with everything going on in your life? Like, what are some of your self-care tips or like daily things that you like to do to like keep yourself
Okay.
together?
This is a big thing. I love mental health, keeping myself sane.
Yeah.
I think when I start to get overwhelmed on campus and I need to leave campus for a second, there's a nail salon near LMU, and I love getting my nails done. I got them done today.
I got mine done yesterday.
Ooh, cute.
Wait, yours are really cute.
Thank you.
I love.
So I love to just go sit in the chair in this nail salon and just like people watch, get my nails done. That's fun.
That's so nice.
I also like going off of campus and exploring. I love Manhattan Beach. That's really close to LMU.
Oh my gosh, I love Manhattan Beach. I want to live there so badly.
It's so cute, and I
So
love going to the beach when it's like not as cold. That's been really fun on the weekends. Like I said earlier, working out, going to do something like eating healthy. Also, well, I would say taking a bath, but I can't do that at college. So I'll do that when I go home.
Right. For break.
That's usually what's on my list.
Yeah.
Face masks.
Oh, I love face masks or like eye patches and
eye
like
patches.
putting them on, sitting, watching a show.
Yes.
It's like the best thing.
Watching a show, watching movies.
Yeah.
I think those are the things I do to just get my mind off of things. Also, LMU is on a bluff, is what they call it.
Oh.
And they're really pretty sunsets. So I did it a lot at the beginning of the semester, but just like walking out there during sunset and watching the sunset alone even, that's really nice.
That's so nice. That great advice. Honestly, I agree. That's like exactly what I do. Literally just like relax, nails, face mask, best thing.
Very bougie, I guess. But
you know, sometimes you just gotta like
you just gotta do it.
Gotta do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have this little series on my TikTok called Dear Pressley that we've now brought to the podcast, where I basically open up a space where people can write in and talk about things that they're going through or just like things that they need advice on, because we're all learning, we're all growing, and nobody wants to do it alone.
Right.
So I don't want anybody to feel like they're alone.
Yeah,
so I actually have
love
one
that.
of them right now, and this is actually like a real thing that was written in, and I would love to get your opinions on it.
Okay,
and maybe help
let's
somebody
hear
out.
it.
It says, Dear Presley, I've had so much trouble creating a balance between academic success and dreams I've always wanted to chase after. Grades are super important to me, but it always feels overwhelming when I realize I'm not truly passionate about what I'm doing, even though I spend most of my time on schoolwork instead of pursuing being a professional tennis player. How did you work past that obstacle and still graduate high school while following your dreams?
Ooh, I can resonate with this a
Mm-hmm.
lot. This is hard because I agree with what this person is saying about really wanting to get good grades,
Yeah.
and it's really important to them.
Mhm.
I completely agree,
Yeah.
but also wanting to follow their dreams, it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard to balance two things because that's a full-time job
Exactly.
in and of itself, both
Mhm.
school and
anything.
pursuing
Yeah.
any dream that you have that is something like a professional tennis player.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think what I have always done is just prioritize
Yeah.
the goal also,
Mhm.
but not prioritize it. Focus on your academics,
Mhm.
but set aside time every week that you're going to work on your goal or
Yeah.
your passion.
Mhm.
And also, like, journal about it. Journal about your dreams and what
Yeah.
you're wanting to do. And don't give up. You can do both. And
Mhm.
also, there's going to be a time in your life where you're able to just solely focus on
Yeah.
that. So
what I was
understand
gonna
that that's going to happen.
Mhm.
But doing the academics and focusing on academics is really going to also make you so much stronger as a person.
Yeah.
When you become a professional tennis player, you're going to have so much knowledge
Mhm.
that is important. And that's
Yeah.
actually going to be the tool that helps you get to that place.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think prioritize both your passion and your academics,
Mhm.
but set aside time every week or every day, whatever it is,
Yeah.
towards your dreams.
Yeah, for sure. And also, like, don't be so hard on yourself. And it's very
Yeah.
much easier said than done. But, like, I'm so hard on myself. I'm my biggest critic. And obviously, I have so many dreams and whatever. But it's also, like, you're so young. Obviously, I think you're still in high school. And, like, you have so much time ahead of you. So, like, don't be too hard and think that you need to get everything done right now and you need to achieve every single goal at this age because you have
Yeah.
so much time and, like, you're in high school. And it's like you got to give yourself some grace and realize that, like, you have so much going on and, like, you don't have to be exactly perfect at everything either. Like, that's the thing. Like, I was super hard on myself about grades and getting everything done, and it was just like you have to realize you're never gonna be perfect and you're never gonna be like it's a lot. Everything's a lot. Also, like, just growing up and learning so much about yourself at the same time as, like, doing everything, it's a lot. So give yourself some grace and, like, take care of yourself. And if you take care of yourself, it'll make everything else so much easier, I feel like. Yeah.
Yes, exactly what you're saying. Like, you have so much time. And
Yeah.
I agree with you. Like, I put a lot of pressure on myself. Like,
Mhm.
am I doing this in enough time?
Yeah.
Like, I'm so young. I
Yeah.
shouldn't be thinking that. Like, there's so much time. There's so much time for you
Mhm.
to follow along with this. And also, there are going to be times where it's hard to balance both. You're going to have to kind of give and take
Yeah.
two different things. Like, you're
Mhm.
not always going to be able to turn in the best work on every
Yeah.
single school assignment.
Mhm.
If that also means that on top of that, you're working towards your goals.
Yeah.
But there are going to be times where you're kind of pushing down your goals so that you can really do well at the end of the semester and
Yeah.
get good grades. So
Yeah.
it's just a balance. You're not going to be able to do 100% for both things all the time.
Yeah.
And take time for yourself. Just enjoy it and be excited about your future
Yeah.
because it's going to work out the way it's supposed to.
Exactly. That's so well said. And you're so smart and just, like, I love just, like, listening to you talk because you're just doing so many amazing things and it's so impressive. And I think that everyone needed to hear that because, you know, for people that are in school, everybody can be, like, a little stumped and stuck sometimes. So hearing it from someone that has so much going on and just, like, you're making it all work, it's very
Aw,
impressive.
thank
So I'm so
you.
glad that you got to do this.
I am so excited. This is my first ever podcast. So
Wait, I'm honored. I'm so glad you were amazing. And
Thank
thank you so
you.
much. If you want to tell everyone where they can find you.
Oh, yes. Okay. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok
Mhm.
at Abby James Witherspoon.
Exactly. And go watch Monsters of Summer. She's awesome.
Yes.
And keep a lookout because she does amazing things. Thank you so much for
Thanks,
being here.
Pressley.
And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.